Welcome back to One-on-One with Kristian Harloff, and I'm here today with Mark Ellis.
Yep.
Mark, it's time to talk about you.
I have become Jimmy Buffett's drummer. Very excited about that. These are so comfy. I found these in the back of the drawer slash dresser that you sold me or gave. I think you just gave it to me.
I wouldn't sell it to you.
It was one of your cursed pieces of furniture.
My ex-girlfriend.
Kristian gave me like 3
I didn't give you.
I
didn't give you. My wife made me give it away. She didn't want the ex-girlfriend stuff in the house.
The ex-girlfriend stink on it.
Yeah.
So now I'm proud to say whenever you come over to my apartment, you're going to get Kristian's ex-girlfriend stink on your clothes. I got these at the Gap on sale, and my word, if they are not as delightfully comfortable as anything a uncle would be wearing.
I bought a lot of LaCroix.
Good. You're still going for that sponsor. You saw me wear the Coors Light shit on the Schmodown, and you said, "Why can't I have my cake and eat it too?"
I don't care what those fucks over on Afterthoughts think. Red.
They're doing a great job.
They're doing a great job, but that has nothing to do with their bullshit. Cherry lime is fantastic.
Oh,
it's the best.
I don't agree with their take on LaCroix at all.
No, I do like coconut though. I do like coconut. I like it. I like it. They're wrong about the fact. I feel like I'm on vacation when I'm drinking.
What did Snelling say? I think he said that the only LaCroix is lemon LaCroix, and that it all tastes like lemon LaCroix. I don't understand that.
I don't. They say it all tastes.
I don't understand
that. That's the dopiest thing anyone. He says dopey things.
You know what I do is I find LaCroix to be somewhat strong. Sometimes that flavor's strong, so I cut it with just normal water, and you get your bubbles, but you also get a little bit of a.
Fine. I only did it because I stopped drinking Diet Coke and it worked. That's
well, good. I am happy for you.
Let's talk about Karate Kid, because I can't stop talking about it.
Yeah, I've noticed you've not been able to stop talking about this movie since the year 1984.
Right, and then couple that with the fact that the television show comes out, the Cobra Kai show, and I got a chance. What? I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Is it a TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show. What the hell do you think it is?
It's a YouTube Red show.
It's a TV show. You stream it. What?
Yeah,
it's not a web series.
It's a web series.
No, that's bullshit. It's not a web series. What's the difference between that and Netflix? It's a television show.
I would call it a Netflix show.
But it's a streaming show.
I would say it's a Netflix show.
You don't think it's a TV show? You watch it on your TV?
It's a good argument you bring up, but
it's a television show.
Okay, so
it's shot for television. It feels like it's on HBO.
It's on web TV.
It's on. You can get the damn app today. You're just pushing buttons.
No,
you're pushing buttons. It's a television show, and it's probably one of the best television shows that's out there. Right?
You want to Cobra Kai me, but I know you're a fan of it. I have not watched it yet. I will watch it.
Yeah. I went back and listened to our interview that we did because I had on Josh Heald, I had John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg on.
And those are
one. Well, they are the creators and directors of Cobra Kai.
Okay.
But we interviewed Hayden Schlossberg and John Hurwitz. You remember that? No,
yeah, it was a good day.
Directed American Reunion, Harold and Kumar.
Oh, yeah, I like those guys. Okay. They were cool.
They were great. Our interview with them was 6 years ago.
Yeah, and what's her face?
Ali Coburn. Yeah, who we haven't seen since then. No, I don't mean in the movie. I meant our I didn't mean that.
Man,
it's not
taking
what I meant.
shots.
That's not what I meant at all. Well, we haven't seen her in anything, which is unfortunate because I thought she was good.
No, she's been in stuff, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Right.
I don't know. Look her up. But
I remember that day now. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
I
listened to that, and you rooting you shall. They just got picked up for season 2.
I was with our buddy Brett Ernst, who's in the show, when he got
Louis
the
LaRusso.
News. Yeah. So this is the classic Mark Riley timing. Mark Riley, who does the show notes for Movie Talk. We had Brett come in as a special guest on Movie Talk, and I like the kind of format of Movie Talk where it's like at the end. A lot like what Bill Maher's show does on HBO, where you have your panel and then you have a special guest come out at the end and they pitch their project, they talk a little bit. So we had Brett on. He's been a comedian buddy of ours for decades.
Got me into the Comedy Store.
He comes in. We talk about that. We have some fun. We talk about the MCU a little bit. We just talk about random stuff. Show ends. Soon as the show ends, we're walking out of the studio. Riley comes running in, holding his phone up like this, like he's a kid who's just telling Joe DiMaggio the good news that his contract got renewed by the Yanks. And he says, "Your show got picked up for season 2." And that's how Brett found out about it. Now we don't know if Brett's character is coming back. You've seen the show. Yeah. You think he will, but it was cool being and we got it on camera. It's on the Collider video, Instagram. Me talking to the camera, then getting to Brett as he's on the phone hearing the news.
But it's not just the fact that I saw the show, why I think he's coming back. When I interviewed the guys and talked to them about Brett, the way that they spoke about him made me feel that they would be bringing him back. They didn't say as much, but I just feel that it's a good shot.
They had high praise.
I think so. I mean, okay. I feel like he should come back. I mean, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody if you haven't seen it. But we also did a review on Collider. It was me, Makuga, and Riley, and we talked about Cobra Kai in depth. And I'm telling you, man, you should see it. You really should watch it.
Okay.
I mean, my brother watched. My brother said the same thing. Everyone has said the same thing. I told my brother. He's like, really? It's good? I'm like, I'm telling you, man, watch it. And he watched it, and he just texted me this morning. He binged the whole thing.
Your brother is a good barometer to go off of.
He is.
As far as like stuff that he likes, because
he'll tell you if it sucks, if he thinks it sucks.
He will, yeah. I think and I mean this in a good way. I think he's a little easier to please than you are in your hardened critic callus. He's comedy. I mean, he'll watch like The Last Jedi. He liked The Last Jedi.
No, he didn't.
You know, he did not.
He didn't like
that's why we haven't spoken.
He doesn't.
Because he used to text me all the time. He is not. Brian, text. You can text me even if we disagree.
No, he doesn't like it at all. It's funny because
really,
someone asked me today about what my thoughts was, and again, if someone's like, I'm not clear on what your thoughts are on Last Jedi, I'll say it again. So, Iron Man 3 to me is a very good Shane Black film that doesn't fit into the MCU. The way that I feel, that I know you feel different, is that The Last Jedi is a very good Rian Johnson movie that doesn't work in Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
And Brian feels that it's just not a good movie.
Huh. Well, it's funny because I was doing this event last night and we're talking about one of the movies that came up was The Last Jedi, and it's like there were fans there and it's just such a divisive movie. Anyway, and we'll get
boo?
Huh?
Was there booing?
No. But it was just it's not like it doesn't. That's where it doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie to me, is when it comes up in conversation where there's just divisiveness, and I'm not used to that with a Star Wars movie. And I hope it doesn't happen with Solo.
No, I don't think it is, man. It's so funny. I switched completely on that movie, not to where it was like thinking it was going to be bad as much as there was not a lot of promotion for it.
I've had a steady incline in excitement
when they first announced it, you didn't really like. Why? I don't need them to do this.
It was if you rank the movies, because you and I did like a list before Solo was announced,
I did.
Where it's like,
Council.
What standalone movies do we want to see? And I was like, I want to see. I want to see Marty Scorsese do a Jabba the Hutt movie. I want to see a Yoda in high school with a varsity jacket. Han Solo didn't come up because we just didn't imagine they would ever attempt it. And when they did, it was like, really, that's where you're going with this? Then you start to see it, and you're like, I like swashbuckling. I like pirate movies.
Yeah, the last couple clips have been really good. Have you watched them? The last couple clips?
I do my best to stay away from it. It's funny, but for movie talk, I want to at least honor the segment.
Yeah.
I'll see little snippets of a 30-second clip, and it sounds so stupid to say, but you do get, it's like, oh, that's cool. And you know me, I watch a lot of NBA playoffs. They've been advertising the F out of this thing, and I see clips here and there, and so I've seen the Chewie hug a bunch of times.
Right.
I've seen the shot of like they're in some sort of hyperspace portal or whatever, and the Falcon is flying away from a Star Destroyer, and it's like...
It's enough. Yeah. You know what? The other thing that was really cool is we had...
Premieres tonight. We're going.
The actor who played, and I keep saying his first name, Eunice, who plays Chewbacca, right? Which I couldn't disagree with you guys more that he shouldn't be billed. He absolutely should be billed. But
did you feel that way before you met the guy?
Yeah, because I think the reason that they're not doing it is because of Peter Mayhew. Right, and it's not. And I think that this is his movie as much as anybody else's. You're gonna have a lot of Chewbacca, but anyway, that's neither.
He seemed like a good kid when he was in studio.
Very nice guy, but
tall, handsome drink of water.
You're mentioning Brett Ernst reacting to that news. We had him reacting to the first time seeing a clip of himself as Chewie playing holochess against Woody Harrelson.
That's cool, yeah.
Which is really cool, and that's also up on Collider.
I saw that clip, and I wish I hadn't.
Oh, I love that clip. I wish I would.
Me too.
I wish I wouldn't have seen it either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to experience that in the theater.
Yeah.
But that here come the perils of the job, I guess. But
yeah,
but
I think with the Chewie thing, I think it's less about Peter Mayhew, and I think it's more that just sometimes we just want some suspension of disbelief, and we want to believe that is Chewbacca the same way we want to believe that is Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
You know.
Can we talk about something a little more important?
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm getting fed up with these fucking squirrels.
Oh, okay.
I was so I found myself listening to. You've seen Sleepwalkers, right?
Yeah, the Stephen King movie. So somebody gets stabbed in the back with an ear of corn, which I believe is physically impossible, but in Sleepwalkers, the cat people manage to do it.
They're pretty strong. But that song comes on.
Yeah.
And it was on my phone, and then I found myself just staring out the window.
Oh, no.
And here comes this fucking squirrel, and he is...
Chubby guy?
he's a fat.
The
prick.
squirrels in Southern California. We grew up on the East Coast. Squirrels on the East Coast are quick.
No,
They're in shape.
No. This one is he's
The ones out here are fat.
But he's quick. He's quick. He's not in shape. But he's the leader because he sends people in like they take shifts. And my daughter and my wife were planning outside. They got all these nice flowers out, and I walk out and this little prick eating up the flowers, right? So I couldn't help myself. I took some water and I flicked it at him outside, and he just kind of shifted and then looked.
They're shifty.
But he didn't run. It wasn't like he just kind of turned and was like, what else you got?
Yeah.
So I just couldn't help it. I fired my shoe at him. But I was kind of just
threw your shoe.
More to scare him.
That's a classic old man move.
It was an absolutely old man move. But it got stuck in between. A tree. So like
your shoe did.
But he didn't run. He shifted, and then went. Well, you just missed.
You. Give me the other shoe.
What else you got?
Give me the other shoe.
I took the hose and I fucking just washed it, and then that got him. But then he started then his buddies started coming in.
Yeah.
And they're flying off the roof, and there's ones coming in from the left and the right, and I'm spraying.
At
I was
you?
like Clark Griswold.
They're
just jumping off the thing. One of these guys had actually, this is years ago, got inside my house. They were inside one of my walls, and then I was on the phone with Ken. And I walked out, and he was trapped, and he ran across my bookshelf. I opened up the door, and he ran out because he was scared. But that's fine. But when you're eating my garden, I started looking up kaput. You know what kaput is?
I know that people say kaput when like something's over.
Just telling you, like this, there's stuff that you put in the plants. It's like it's not.
And
it's not. I don't know if it's gonna kill them, but it's gonna say, hey, this tastes like shit. I'm going to throw up all over myself. I'm out of here.
What is going to be worse for your daughters, though? To see that a squirrel ate their plants or to see dead squirrels all over the garden?
I don't think it kills them. I think it just makes them, like, shit themselves.
And then they're going to keep coming back. They're not like humans where they're like, you know what? I should stop going to Del Taco every day.
I heard cayenne pepper makes them go away. I'd rather be something that's like less. If kaput does kill them, then I don't want to do it. But because I don't want to kill the squirrels. They're just trying to find food. But like it's like I want to.
I think you're like the Joker's relationship with Batman, where as much as you hate them, you don't want to see them die because then you don't have a purpose for living anymore.
Injured though, if I threw something like
I'm telling you, I'd rather kill a squirrel than injure a squirrel.
What I'm saying is not hitting them because I didn't aim. I didn't throw my shoe to hit them. I threw my shoe to
get it to run.
Them. But if I threw my shoe to scare them and then it made a leap and then like fell off the fence and hurt itself because of that, that's on you.
I think
you should know your balance and don't eat as much. Don't eat my fucking plants.
Every person in life is going to have certain moments that could break them. Like you see it a lot of times. Like sometimes you see some guy sitting at a bus stop. He's just holding his head in his hands, and it's like life broke that guy.
Yeah. You think squirrels are doing podcasts about this right now?
I think that I think the image of you. One shoe Harloff getting a hose at squirrels.
Yeah,
I think life has broken you.
It was a little of that.
I think
it was that.
Speaking of kaput, I think you've clocked out
about 10 years ago. And I'll tell you though, when I was spraying down the hose like excessively. We were just like, okay, we got the message.
You were getting a high out of it.
They're gone, and it's like at one point I was trying to blow down the tree with the water to see if it could do.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Did you order kaput?
No.
Did you get cayenne pepper?
I think cayenne pepper is where I'm going to go.
Yeah,
with
go
it.
to.
I don't want to kill the squirrel.
Go to Whole Foods or go to Sprouts. Get some good organic cayenne pepper and
we have some.
Light them up.
We have some. I'm going to see because I've watched videos of what the cayenne pepper does, and it fucks them up.
These seem like these are like different squirrels, though. These seem like they're genetically engineered,
right.
Kind of like how the predators in this new movie have like become hybrids with different DNA. These squirrels seem like they're not going to be susceptible to the normal things that can ward off squirrels.
No, I think it might have been Rasika. I don't remember who it was, but one of our fans was like, with the raccoons and the squirrels, you're becoming Dr. Doolittle, and I said, I was like, no, Dr. Doolittle got along with these things. Like the raccoons.
But once he found out he could talk to him,
right?
Have you even bothered trying to talk?
What are you doing? I said, come on, what are you doing? I said, don't eat my plants. We're cool here. You guys can. They ate my chair.
Well, talk to them.
What am I going to say to them? Stop eating my chair? They ruined my chair. I can't even sit on that chair anymore.
You can still sit on the chair.
It's disgusting. It feels like a homeless person's chair.
Back in Virginia, I love
bites.
At night on my mom's on the deck on the back porch. Right. You'll see raccoons come up, and my mom has all this like varmint kind of stuff. So like they're not going to get into the good plants that she has, but it's so cool to see raccoons up close.
Raccoons are cool.
Raccoons are awesome.
Possums are creepy.
Possums are creepy.
But
Raccoons
are cool looking.
Raccoons just have this thing where it's like they're almost. It's like I can see a soul in there.
They can fight.
It's like they have people.
They can fight.
Yeah,
they're good fighters. And raccoons, was it the raccoon or the possum? I can't remember which one it was, but one of the two was like I told you my father-in-law's an Akita.
Yeah,
not even a. I think it might have been a possum. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was one of those two things. I think it's a possum. The possum wanted some shit.
Yeah.
With the Akita, not scared.
No, the Akita.
The Akita would eat it for breakfast, but still, they still. It's still ready to go.
No, but that's the thing about a lot of rodents.
Check out possum fights on YouTube.
Irrational confidence is something that I think.
Sometimes.
Have you? I mean, you watch squirrels climb trees, and they believe in themselves so much that I feel like if I, even as a human with my limitations, if I believed in myself as much as they believe in themselves, I could climb trees like them.
They leap. I mean, they leap. Like I see them. Like when I was doing the hosting,
they can do box jumps.
They leap, but I don't like them. They've.
I think you need to.
I went from just saying, "Oh, the squirrels, they're a nuisance," to I hate them now.
If I'm going to send you something that's going to cheer you up after this, and it's something somebody sent to me. No, somebody. They had a bird feeder in a pole. It's this thing on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. And this woman put butter.
I saw that
on it.
I saw it in the morning.
And they jump and they slide down. Yeah,
it was oil.
It's great. So.
I showed
funny.
Sadie when I saw it. I was like, this. I said, I wish we could put. I think I tweeted it out. I said, I wish I could put oil on trees and that it would work because they'd be sliding all over the place. But.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the point.
You need the next step you need to do in your relationship with the squirrels, because let's be honest,
chop down the trees.
They're not going away anytime soon, and you don't want that. No. You don't want that because this is becoming your lifeblood. This is becoming. You used to be known for Star Wars.
No, it's squirrels.
Now you're known as Kristian the Squirrel Guy.
And
so
raccoons and possums.
We want to see where this goes. I think that you need to start documenting your trials and tribulations with the squirrels. I think this maybe it's a supplement to the Harloff carpool. Maybe it's the replacement of it.
You can't stand them.
I think you need to document it.
The time I'm going to Wyoming.
No, you got
vacation.
Boy, well, the squirrels didn't break you. I know what will. Well, just the look in your face.
Well, my wife wants to go. It's a vacation that she should be with her family and stuff too. And
you know what the problem with Wyoming is?
What? I knew you were going to say.
You know what Wyoming's not?
L.A.
Maui.
No, it's not Maui.
You know what Wyoming's not even remotely close to?
Maui. No, but it is beautiful. It has got. I mean, it is gorgeous. And I definitely want to do that. It's just there's a lot of other things that it's just you got to drive. There's a lot of driving.
Oh, you're driving?
No, we're flying there first, but we're flying like to Utah.
You going to Yellowstone?
Yes.
You got to take the kids to Yellowstone.
Yeah. So that's kind of that stuff I want to see. I'm excited about that stuff. It's just and the problem is that I got both my kids around. I can't light up a joint going. That's what I want to do. Can't do that.
Were you gonna smoke in Maui? Do they smoke a weed in Hawaii?
Listen, if I lived in
Maui,
see
them more as like surf and have a beer kind of people.
If you have $4 million and you don't want to see me on YouTube anymore, stick it in my account, and I'll wake up in the morning and you'll
don't
never
do
see
that.
Me
don't do
what?
No, don't.
What, you think someone's gonna stick $4 million in my account?
Stranger things have happened.
Do
it.
Stick $4 million. I'm gone. There you go. There's my price. $4 million to get me out of your life.
16-hour drive.
Never want to hear about The Last Jedi ever again. Give me $4 million. I'm gone.
16-hour drive to Wyoming.
16 hours.
Yeah, so you're not driving there.
No,
you're flying in, then you're going to rent a car.
Flying into Utah and then driving
and
from
you're
Utah.
What are you renting a car in Utah?
Yeah.
Okay, Utah's beautiful. When we moved back from California to the East Coast, when I was little, we went by the Salt Lake. We did like the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff.
That's why I want to go. There's a lot of stuff that I want to see. I just you go on a 4-hour road trip with an 8-month-old at the time. It's
it's in Wyoming though. That's
bears.
Not in Maui. Yeah, and you know what else is? Probably squirrels.
I get, but they're not fucking with me. They're living in their life. They're not eating my.
I'm gonna say they probably have heard the podcast that the squirrels have been doing.
It's true. I always think about
you're gonna be a celebrity.
I do always give squirrels more props to being smarter than they are because after I throw water at them or something, I go, they're gonna come back and do something else. I mean, they're pretty stupid.
No. They learn lessons quick. Like if you cayenne pepper them, they're gonna figure out another way in.
Well, whatever it is, it's lining the cayenne. I don't want to worry about them coming in. It's lining the plants with the cayenne pepper.
They're like Ocean's 11. Individually, they may not be the brightest bulbs. You get them together, and you have a network of people that all know what role they play. The bears thing is bigger, though, because if you're a kid and you see a bear, it will change your life.
Right.
Seeing a bear up close is unreal awesome.
You've seen
the
one?
heads on bears are so much bigger than you think they are.
Right.
They're
It's
they're
like
as
seeing Schnepp for the first
big
time.
as the couch. They're huge.
Right. All right.
Yeah, so get excited. You're going to Wyoming. You know, Roger Craig Smith has a place in Idaho. Loves it. Guy goes up there all the
that's where my
time.
sister-in-law
He
lives.
likes being in nature because these people, these Idahoans, these Wyoming, they bike, they hike, they drink good craft beer. It's good people up there. Now you're going to be with your family. I don't know how much time you're going to have to get out and get amongst the local folk, but
Again, for me, it's more about that.
you just wanted to vent.
My biggest thing, it's like this is my wife's vacation, and that's cool. She deserves it, right? But my
She,
thing-
by the way, she deserves 100% of you. She doesn't deserve this 40%. I wish I was in Hawaii hunger monster bullshit.
no, that's the thing. That's the reason why we're gonna do it. It's that, but again,
Get amped.
I will be amped. But what I'm telling you is that for me, my ideal vacation is for, let's see, how many years would a vacation be? About the next 30 or 40 would be the great vacation, living on a beach somewhere, to where that would be it. I just wake up in the morning on that beach house from the house that De Niro has from Heat.
Oh,
and I
God.
wake up,
Oh.
and that's my life.
Send the guy
That's it.
$6 million if that's
Send
what
me
he
$6
wants.
million
You're
and
gonna
buy
need
me the house.
You're gonna need a few
You don't-
bucks to spend down there.
Yeah. So what do you mean? Oh God, you wouldn't take $6 million and live on a beach for the rest of your life?
I mean, it would be tempting, but here's my question to you: and be honest, what do you think? Because you would eventually miss components of your life here. Like if I went to a beach and just did that forever, I would miss the movie reviews. I would miss the show. I'd miss stand-up. What do you think is the first thing that you would wake up in the morning being like, I could really go for some of that today? Not every day.
But
Just
I'd have it.
what?
LaCroix. I'd have it with me. I just ordered a whole bunch from Amazon.
You're
It's
not.
easy.
You're being facetious now.
No, I'm not.
You're not being fair
Do you
because
understand?
I get texts from him,
$6 million. What I would do is I would have.
and I hear the stuff that I think he was going to miss.
I would be like Hunter S. Thompson, or even what's his face, the catcher in the rye.
You'd be like J.D. Salinger.
And I would have my own room, and I'd have
Your own shed.
I'd have my own shed, and I would have a big screen TV with surround
Squirrels all
sound.
around it.
I'd schedule in time to make sure that it was on the beach, and then that's it. That's all. You never hear from me ever again.
Within
I wouldn't
5
have to-
years.
I wouldn't have to tweet anymore.
I
wouldn't have to
guarantee.
give lists.
You walk out of your house every morning, it's going to be like Ace Ventura, just nothing but squirrels.
That's it. That's it. It's like Tim Robbins and Bender Shawshank just driving down the highway, going to the beach.
Well, I'm sorry you're not happy. I am thrilled with my current life. I mean, look at these shorts. How angry can I possibly be? We're
Are
going
you
to
really thrilled?
we're going to
Is
frickin'
anybody
Soda
really
tonight.
thrilled? Though? That's the whole point. It's like, yeah, I love what I'm doing right now. I mean, shit.
No, you can't. You literally cannot bore me to tears with a conversation we just had. And they'd be like, "No, I love what I'm doing now."
But that's the
you
whole
like
point.
what you're doing.
I love what I'm doing right now.
You like it.
The point is, I'm telling you that you didn't say like if you would be doing something else, because there's nothing else I'd rather do except what I'm doing. What I'm telling you is,
Nothing. You'd rather do nothing.
I would rather do nothing with money to sit on a beach and just chill out.
See, people have me
it.
confused when they hear about the naps and they hear about how I want to be by myself and just watch sports. I like my downtime for sure. I like my nap time. I like being by myself. I do not want to not do what I do, though. I love this. I would miss this.
Same thing. Would I miss it? Sure, but you're also doing it because you want to make money. If I had a ton of money, I think right now what I would do is I'd hang out with my kids,
Can I tell you something?
hang out with my wife.
It's awful to admit on air because, people in higher places watch this. Probably be doing this for free.
You would do this for free.
Probably be doing this for free.
Right.
Like,
Well, I mean, that makes sense if you could do it. So it's good.
It's just the
good to
worst
know.
thing to admit. Like,
You know that I hire people over at Collider, right?
I'd probably be doing this for free.
All right, I'll tell Fernandez.
No, same thing with like stand up. It's like yeah, they're like, okay, so how's $2,000 sound? And then you get a bonus if you sell it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Right,
Like,
but
I
you
think
can do it no
like
matter.
literally, I'd show up for
Right.
free. I'd pay you $2,000 to do this
Yeah,
show.
I mean, there are things like, again, one of the things that I love doing is watching movies, right?
We get those for free a lot of the time.
But guess what? If you have $6 million you just stream stuff and you just sit in your house and you watch movies.
I don't think you've thought this number through. To be honest with you,
Why not?
The
You
way
think
that
you
you're
can live on $6 million?
I don't think you can support a family of four
$6 million?
with the means that you want to do.
In-
You're talking about once
in a
you
beach house?
Once you brought the De Niro Heat House into the
I would
equation.
do it in North Carolina or something.
What's wrong with North Carolina?
I love North Carolina.
Then
That's
why
my
do you-
point. It's cheaper. That's my point.
Yeah, but it's
Then
still
here, I wouldn't live on the beach here. $6 million would be gone in 2 months.
North Carolina has pricey places too.
It does, but it's easier to live.
I'm just saying. I think that I could last with $6 million a lot longer than you could.
Well, because you don't have other people to support. So fine, give me 10. Who am I talking to?
You should give me $6 million.
Yeah. I'm like looking at someone like they really exist. Can you imagine?
If there's somebody on the other end of that,
someone calls my bluff and actually is 10 million. Get the fuck out of here. Go.
There's somebody on their computer screen right now in like a basement. They're
Right.
like they're breathing really heavy. They're watching it here,
Right.
and then they have a click to send to your
send
PayPal
$10
account, and
right.
it's
And
right
then
there.
They do it.
Just hit it. Just hit it. You know you want to do it. You're not going to regret it. Just hit it.
Send me 10 mil, right? And it's officially just the Ellis show next week.
Well, again, I'm sorry that you're not happy.
happy with you.
We're going to Solo tonight.
Yes,
so I
we
want to
are.
cover that. There's a couple questions because
Solo.
have not had you on Movie
that?
Talk LaCroix Solo all week.
Can we talk about that? About the movie talk? Can we say why that happened?
Yeah. Then I want to get your quick take on the Predators or the Predator trailer, and then the Bill and Ted 3 thing.
Yes. So the first part was the stupid traffic that happened. I was carpooling, and it was like 8:45, and then I just hit this traffic. Couldn't make it. Riley jumps in for the spot. That's what happened. So
Okay.
Wednesday,
Okay.
I had a bunch of interviews scheduled. I had Jonas from Chewbacca.
Yep.
I had the boys from Cobra Kai, and then I also had a producer that was coming in.
Okay.
Producer. So at that point, and another conference call. So all that stuff, I asked Perry could jump on for me because there was just a lot. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't mean to break your heart.
This show is a podcast about friends talking about issues. This is
telling
not.
you. I
This
don't
is
want you to
not
think that I'm
an
bailing on you.
excuse podcast.
No, well,
This is not. Let me come on and give you all the
don't you want to hear
bullshit
my,
reasons.
Don't you want to hear my side of it?
Why you can't? I know your side of it.
No, you don't really know my side.
Yeah,
You didn't even
traffic.
you didn't even ask me.
Yeah,
You
meetings.
didn't even ask. You didn't even make it seem like you were hurt that I wasn't on.
I didn't even know.
You didn't even notice.
I called Riley Kristian for half the episode.
Right. I thought so. You even called Perry Kristian.
Isn't it funny how many people like that we've come across in our existence? They call you Mark and they call me Kristian,
Happens all the time.
and they never even correct them. They're just like they just go on about their lives, and we're like,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
We were like an entity at once.
Yeah. So the Predator trailer.
Yeah.
Before we get to that, let's say I just put you in a multiplex, okay, and it can be in Hawaii if you want to be there.
Sure.
And you're looking, and you can go into this theater, this theater. This theater is playing Bill and Ted 3. This theater is playing Predator. You have not seen the trailer for Predator yet in this world. So you're just going on the synopses that you know. Do you know the synopsis for Bill and Ted 3?
I think they're old. They haven't really done much.
They haven't
with
written the
greatest
song that's going to
ever.
change.
The Death Comes Back.
The song, I don't know if that is coming back.
Okay.
I would love to see William.
Faulkner? No, it's not Faulkner.
No, it's not Fittner. It's William Sadler come
Sadler,
back
right.
as Death. He's also the bad guy in Die Hard too. Naked Karate.
I'll tell you why I would pick Bill and Ted over because of history of work and current landscape. Because the past work and current landscape. Past work, we got one good movie in Bill and Ted. I know you love two, but the tone shifted a bit and it got a little goofy
It got a little goofy from the serious dramatic tone of the first one.
What was his name? Vision, not Vision.
Station.
Station.
But the Faith No More's in it, and Death is great.
Point is, it's not a terrible movie. It's fine. It's fine. 1 and 2 were. 1 was great. 2 was whatever.
1 is better than 2,
but 3 also now because it's playing off nostalgia. We're just talking about Cobra Kai, things that they did with even in Stranger Things, taking out that '80s nostalgia. It's kind of ripe for it.
I think they can do it right. There's going to be some fun cameos.
There can be some fun stuff that is done with it, depending on how they wind up doing it. So, Predator has one good movie in the entire franchise. They've done like 80 of them.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, that's inaccurate.
What's good?
I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how you make this Predator movie better than Predators with Adrian Brody. I don't know how you do that.
You make a movie. You just turn the cameras on and roll.
That's all you gotta do. It's just Kristian wrestling squirrels for 90 minutes.
And it's better.
But, okay, just based off premise then. Yeah. Aliens are coming back to Earth, and we got a new generation led by Boyd Holbrook and Keegan-Michael Key going against them. Or I just give you the premise of humans dropped off in this weird jungle. We don't know where the hell we are, and we have to fight predators on their turf.
Better premise is
Thank
Predators.
you.
No doubt about it.
Will you do me a favor and watch the movie again?
It's not good. It's not good. I've seen it again. It's not good.
It's a good movie.
The music's really that they bring back Silvestri's score again.
They got to do that
really
again,
good.
right?
I hope so. But
did you like the trailer?
No, not at
Yeah.
all. And I
A little
love Shane
underwhelming.
Black. the whole thing with and I love Jacob Tremblay, but he's the reason why he's steering the Predator.
You know
ship?
my
That
theory
was
on this
stupid.
in movies when I hate when it's like kind of unwarranted that all of this action and really carnage falls on this one person's shoulders.
Yeah.
I had a problem like that if you go see the movie Infinity War. I had a big issue with that. And then there's also just this kid.
Hold that thought, because
it's his fault that the Predators are coming back to Earth. It would appear.
Yeah, I hold that thought for a second. We go back to Predator. I have to tell you the story because you're gonna love it. It reminded me of you. My dad called me up about saw Avengers: Infinity War. Did I tell you this story already?
No.
So my brother saw it, and he's like, "This is the greatest comic book movie I've ever seen."
Really?
He said,
That's interesting because I did not get a text.
My brother said this might be one of my favorite movies of all time. He loved it.
Wow.
Right? He's like, I'm taking Dad to see it, right?
Yeah.
So I call my dad. I said, what'd you think? He goes, fucking hated it. I go, why? This is stupid. Is this a spoiler for people? So turn this part off of it. This is a spoiler for Infinity War for the next 2 minutes. He goes, all right, spoilers. You've been warned.
Here, wait. You want me to do the? I'll do the time thing. This thing is a godsend, by the way. You just you Google stopwatch, and then how long you want to go for?
Oh, let's say 2 minutes.
2 minutes start now.
All right, here we go.
In 2 minutes you can turn.
So he goes, it's fucking stupid. He goes, everybody dies. He's like, what are we doing? He's like, and this is Star-Lord. He's like, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Because
that was my problem.
He's you can't be stupid. He said, shoot him in the face if you're gonna do something. He's like, what?
Yeah.
You see what these are? They have the glove on. I didn't like it.
I'm with your dad on that scene.
And he's like, I didn't like it. And he said, Brian, tell me this. Yeah. I go, but Dad, Doctor Strange. He's I don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
He's like, they're all gonna come back later. He's like, man, but they didn't come back in this movie. He's like, I didn't like it. And like he didn't even 37 seconds. But it was.
No, that was the thing I brought up to you, though. I told you and I told a lot of people this, that as much as like all the critics are gushing about this movie and, this is 10 years, you take a normal person, whether it's your dad or it's kids, to go see this movie, they're going to leave. And this is not the Empire Strikes Back of this franchise, because the Empire Strikes Back ended. One guy lost his hand and got it back by the end of the movie. Right. And another guy got frozen. Yeah, no. What tragedy that is. Everybody disappears except for like 7 people in a movie that has like 30 superheroes. That is so far beyond Empire Strikes Back. You're a little kid and you go see this movie and you're dressed as Black Panther, you're dressed as Spider-Man, you see them fade away.
I think
what the fuck did I just pay this money for?
But I think that's what Marvel was going for. But anyway, I
still like the movie.
Sorry, I didn't want to digress. I just wanted to tell you that I thought you'd
I do get a kick out of it. Quickly, while we still have some spoiler time, do you think because everybody dies at the end of Infinity War, they fade away, they're not feeling so good? Do you think that even a movie like Civil War did a better job of, if it's your dad and he hasn't seen all these movies, introducing them to the conflict? Or do you think that you really, because Infinity War, I think you need to see the other movies. Civil War, I think.
I don't think you need to, but you certainly will get more emotionally attached if you've seen it. I don't think you need to. You won't be lost.
Yeah.
But anyway,
okay. Well,
all right, back to Predator.
We're back here with some Predator talk. I watched the trailer, and I hate they pinned that all on the one thing. I feel like the trailer felt a little desperate because they have the scientist doing the DNA thing. Like, and they hybridize their DNA or whatever. And it's like, you need to tell us that in the teaser? Like, isn't it enough to just have like a couple action shots and then you're like, what is that thing? And then it's a Predator, and then that's the teaser, and that's enough for us?
I guess I just didn't care. And one of the problems I have with like the new Jurassic World stuff is that they can't just rely on the dinosaurs. They got to make everything a hybrid. And now we got a hybrid Predator, and it's like, just make it the Predator.
I think that's kind of cool because it is in with the Predator lore that they hunt aliens. Now they figure out how to put some of that alien. If there's a Predator and he opens his mouth, and then out of that mouth comes another mouth.
I guess, but let's just reestablish the Predator first and get because they said there's gonna be sequels again. I was like, you have to, you got to make sure that you make us care, because so far, and I like Shane Black a lot. I don't care at all about this movie. I turned on, I saw it that it came out. Here comes this teaser. And I'm like, all right, cool. Waiting to hear the music. The Alan Silvestri, I heard nothing.
The music was a big bummer that we didn't hear that yet.
And then Jacob Tremblay steering the ship here. I was like, why? Why does he even have this thing? It's like, and it was confusing. I didn't like it. But I'll tell you what I will say is, last night, my wife started watching Get Out. She had never seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
And Perry had told me this because I liked Get Out. I liked it. I didn't love it as much as everybody else did. She said, Perry told me, she goes, watch it again. Because now that you know everything.
Knowing what you know.
Yeah. Go back and watch it again and then see how much more you like it. And I have to say, I think Perry was 100% right, because I didn't watch the whole thing yet because my wife couldn't finish it because of
The Squirrels.
The Squirrels. But the scenes that I was watching, I found myself really liking it a lot.
It's great upon more and more rewatches.
It's pretty great.
Kind of like when I go back and watch the old Twilight Zones that I've seen a lot of times, they just get better and better.
This
because you know where the twists are coming,
that's the
and
thing.
it just like.
My wife figured it out, though. My wife figured it out. Like she said, I think that you're kind of supposed to at one point, but she was like, last night she's like, I know it. I don't want to give another spoiler thing for Get Out, but it's like she figured it out. She's like, right before we went to sleep, she's like, I know what's going to happen, this. And that part of it is, but I don't necessarily think that's the point of the movie is to guess that twist, because it's the ultimate ending. It's the very end.
That twist is like icing on the cake. You're coming for the cake.
Right, because that particular thing, you kind of know something is up.
Yeah.
It's the thing at the very end that happens, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, well, at the very end of this review, or this show, Kristian's going to give a review of Life of the Party starring Melissa McCarthy, but we want to remind you guys, as we do each and every week, each and every time we do the Harloff Ellis show, we have plenty of cool stuff to give away.
Good stuff this week.
You are going to love this. A 4K of Saving Private Ryan is up for grabs right now. We also have a whole lot of Tremors stuff. There's 3 copies of Tremors, A Cold Day in Hell Blu-ray, and there's 3 copies of Tremors, the complete collection.
Dale the Dude's
I believe there are 6 Tremors. Shout out to Dale the Dude, D the D. And there's also 3, I know you're going to want this, Blu-rays of 50 Shades Free. How do you win these? Well, the way you can win, and I'll actually give you the option for 50 Shades Free. The way you win any of the Tremor stuff is you just take the link of the Harloff and Ellis show that we tweeted out from the Schmoes No Twitter account, retweet that, and we're going to pick some winners from there. If you want that Saving Private Ryan,
can I give another giveaway for the Saving Private Ryan?
What is it?
To retweet the live link that I have pinned for the live show on my Twitter. It's pinned.
You son of a bitch.
It's a good one.
Fine.
Retweet.
Did you know where I was going?
No.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Here's how you win the Saving Private Ryan 4K.
Go to my Twitter and go to the pinned tweet. You'll see the video promo for the live show that we're doing on June 2nd. Get your tickets now at schmodownlive.com. Retweet that, and inside of those retweets, we will pick one of the people who retweets it, and also say but again, quote tweet it and say you should go to the live Schmodown, and I'll pick somebody from that, and we'll get you the Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, fair enough. But if you want any one of those 3 50 Shades Freed Blu-rays, you know how you win it?
Your stand-up?
You go to my Twitter and you retweet my pinned tweet, which is currently my shows in New York City, June 7th and 8th. I'm at New York Comedy Club, headlining some shows there. Some special guests going to pop in. Then I'm in Connecticut the next night. It's all there in the Twitter. Retweet that, and we'll pick 3 winners from there. Okay. So speaking of movies, before we get into the Melissa McCarthy movie that you saw, I was not able to go last night.
Gladiator and Braveheart, did I tell you that?
Those are probably, I'm going to say you like those better than Life of the Party?
A little bit.
Okay. I saw a movie, a documentary I wanted to touch on. It's the Steven Tyler documentary.
Oh, yeah, I knew you
lead
watched
singer
it.
of Aerosmith. It's called Out on a Limb. And it's great. It's like a concert movie / documentary, and Steven Tyler, for the first time in whenever. He's had solo bouts, and him and Joe Perry don't always get along the best, but he did a country music album. And the critics were not that warm to it. Then he started doing it live, and it's like, this is really cool because not only is it country music that he wrote, it's also country-ish versions of Aerosmith tunes. And it's awesome. It's a great documentary.
Netflix?
The good people sent it. I don't know where you're going to be able to find it. I think it's select theaters right now. Might be video on demand. We're going to let you know where you can stream it because I put that up there. If you think of a music documentary that you love, please enlighten me. The history of Eagles is like the gold standard in music documentaries, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It is fantastic start to finish. This is up there. It's not that good, but
loved it, though.
It's. I mean, I'm a huge.
Did you ever watch
Aerosmith
the Andre Giant one?
No, I still haven't seen Andre the Giant one.
Watch the Andre Giant one. It's really good.
Okay, but I wanted to do a bet with you.
What? You owe me money?
It's $20 bill right there.
Thank you.
Can't have it yet. $20 bill right there.
Don't ask me music stuff. They never win the music stuff. You know that I don't know music.
$20 bill right there.
Put it out there.
This documentary, Steven Tyler Out on a Limb. Steven Tyler, the lead singer of a little band called Aerosmith.
That's why you put it out there. You have no risk in your life because you know you're not going to lose that.
All I'm going to ask you to do is name some Aerosmith songs.
Okay.
You know what? Because you're being such a dick.
How many?
It was going to be 10.
10.
I'm gonna get it to 8.
All right.
But I'm gonna put a minute on the clock.
Minute?
You get 1 minute. to name.
I can't do it in that long.
Okay, well, go ahead and
I gotta pee.
Start listing off. Start listing off Aerosmith songs you know.
Because Get a Grip doesn't. That's the album.
That is a song as well.
Get a Grip.
Copster, I lowered it to 8 because he put up such a fuss.
Start the clock again because you're talking over my time. Start the clock again. You talk over my time.
See, this is what he does. This is what he does.
All right. Get a Grip. Dude Look Like a Lady.
Close enough.
Fine. Sweet Emotion.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
Pink.
Yep.
Let's see. Walk This Way. It's an Aerosmith song.
Yep.
Let's add another one. Oh shoot.
Getting close.
Yeah.
35 seconds.
This is where
a lot of dead air.
I had
right
it.
here.
I know. I'm trying to think of it.
See, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit to
You can.
enlighten them. Before a movie screening recently, we did this with Van Halen songs versus The Doors, and it was a good back and forth between.
Yeah, I just blanked.
The two of us.
So it's and the other one I have in my head.
Do you know the history of Andrew Jackson? Andrew Jackson, pretty instrumental in the old days.
Yeah, I have him.
Andrew Jackson.
I can't remember. See, this is what I said.
He was the first president to really come in and just have a very
it's been 60. What do you got?
off attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, I can name 10 Aerosmith songs off one album.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're the music guy. That's why this never worked. Give me 5, I would have won.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 5's a little easy.
I'm not good. Look, I would never compete in the music trivia show.
Yeah. Can we have one of those, by the way?
Yeah.
I've been begging. Like, I think I do a lot of good for a lot of people. Nobody has ever had me on their show. Like here, like you could have done it anytime. The Wangers didn't do it. Yeah. Nobody's ever done this for me. I just want to show off how good I am at Van Halen trivia. So maybe somebody could set that up at one point.
Talk about the Wangers. Wangers have on Ken and they have on you.
Yeah.
Never been farted on.
Speaking of, I got to give a shout out to Beardo because he was in New York and he was at a record store and he picked me up a Van Halen. That is 1984.
Nice.
And this is an exclusive. This is a live. This is like a bootleg live album of Van Halen playing. And I think 1981. This would be the Invasion tour.
Nice.
Holy crap! That is some good stuff. So Aerosmith, Get a Grip.
Good.
Starts with the intro. Then we go into Eat the Rich. And then we go into, remember that? Yeah. Get a Grip is on there. Then you have your Crying. You have your Amazing. You have your Crazy. You have your Shut Up and Dance. You have your Line Up. You have your Fever.
Love the songs. Love everyone that you talked about.
Get a Grip. I mean, that album.
I'm trying to.
Whew. Alicia Silverstone in those videos.
That's what I was trying to go to. I can't remember.
Sneakily close. We'll do this again.
Okay. Give me 4 next time.
Can you name 4 Van Halen songs?
Do I get the $20?
No.
No. Jump, Hot for Teacher. What's the other one?
It's cute to watch you think.
Yeah, Jump, Hot for Teacher. What's it? Clear? What's it? Clear? Not Clear. What's it called?
That's the Scientology documentary.
No, it's Pepsi Clear. I think it goes. I don't know. Who cares?
It's Right Now, you dick.
Right now.
First of all, it's Crystal Pepsi, and that song. What the company told Van Halen is like they're like, look, you can either give us the rights to Right Now, or we're gonna do a song that sounds exactly like it.
Panama.
And Panama, yeah.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about this shit box.
So this is also a review that we're going to be doing on Schmoes Know, and this will close out the show. Kristian, I did not get to see Life of the Party.
All right, here we go.
What did I miss?
All right, here is the Hello Schmoville. It's time.
I just did the thing.
I'm doing it now. Here's the review of, and it's not late to the party. It is Life of the Party, and it stars Melissa McCarthy. Ben Falcone again directs this movie.
It's like a back to school, a spiritual retelling.
It sure wants to be. Now these two,
I didn't see it.
They are married. They want to do movies together, and they shouldn't. Even though the first 2 movies that they did were terrible, this is the best of the 3, but it's not saying much.
The Boss had its moments, for sure.
No, it did not. Melissa McCarthy, who in both The Boss and in Tammy was not likable whatsoever. In this, she does play a likable character. She's a very Saturday Night Live character-ish kind of mom.
She's great on SNL as Spicer.
But this is like a sketch.
Yeah.
And it's like, she's wearing these mom outfits, the bad wig, all this stuff. But then she winds up getting dumped by her husband. So then she now wants to go back to school. So she picks the school to go to, and it's a college that she goes to. It's with
Decatur, right?
Right, with her daughter, and she joins a sorority. Bring up the cast, by the way.
I'm doing it right now.
Because
Julie Bowen is in it?
Jillian Jacobs, is that her name?
Jillian Jacobs.
Jillian Jacobs is the best part of the whole movie. She's fantastic.
Maya Rudolph's in it.
Very funny. And Maya Rudolph has
I like Maya Rudolph.
So the movie starts off atrociously.
Okay.
And I was sitting there with Perry, Attorney Perry, and we were both like, this is really
Does it follow
brutal.
the beats of Back to School?
Not really. 'Cause
She's successful, but
no.
wants to change her.
Well, no, but she's a married woman that her husband kind of dumps her, and then she just decides to go to school with her daughter.
Oh, is Matt Walsh the ex-husband?
Yeah, and that's from Veep, right? The guy
Yeah,
who-
I like Walsh a lot. Funny.
So he's fine. He doesn't even. The movie probably is very generic.
Okay.
There's no point to it at all. But what I will say is, after the first 15 minutes, there are some moments that start to pick up, and Jillian Jacobs made me laugh a couple different times for sure. The dude from Saturday Night Live that's in it, Chris
Parnell.
Chris Parnell.
That's a North Carolina.
There's a couple of things that he does. There are some. I didn't hate this movie. Like I hated the first 10 minutes of it and thought I was going to be in for a miserable
A
experience.
little bit like Overboard.
Overboard was better.
Okay.
Yeah, this movie is just it is a very typical generic comedy that you've seen a billion times over. It steals a bit from Old School at the very end.
Old School?
Yeah,
Not Back to School.
This is basically this is like there's a celebrity that you know is going to appear in the movie because of the way that it's set up. You've seen it. It's just like it's like this bit that's been done in every Phil Melissa McCarthy movie too. It's been done.
Oh, I think I know who the celebrity is.
Is it listed? Yeah. Anyway,
she or he is listed in the cast.
It's just not a good movie. It's just not a good movie, and I think that there are just some things that work as far as comedy goes, but overall, it's something. It's a rental at best. So I'm going to give this thing like 2.4 out of 5.
2.4 out of 5 schmoes. You sound thoroughly unenthused with this. I think Melissa McCarthy is just one of the funniest people on the planet. When she is a hilarious person. Yeah. It's just you need to put funny people in the right projects.
It's not working with her and her husband as far as the working together thing. It's
yeah,
just they're 0 for 3. Like,
all right. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that's a bummer. But back to school. I don't think it holds up.
How many times have you seen it?
A lot.
Okay,
but it's great to see young Robert Downey Jr. in it.
I was going to ask you.
But Dangerfield is just an all-time great comedian in a movie, and the Kinison stuff floors me to this day. He's just one of the all-time great stand-ups.
Yeah. About what? I have no idea. That wasn't a bad Dangerfield. That was all right. That was all right.
That was good. No, right there.
That one. Dr. Video Bots. I can't do that. Then I lost it at the end. Anyway, that's the show. Harloff and Ellis here, too. We're going to Solo tonight. We'll probably be there at the premiere, so make sure you check us out on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be doing all those tweets, all that stuff. As soon as the reaction is allowed to come out, we will be doing that, so check us out over there.
See this look? This might be this is either a hint or an exact replica of what I will be wearing tonight.
I got to tell you, I got to pee really bad, so we'll see you later.